you. My name is Jennifer, and is it still morning? It's not morning, it's almost 12:30 in the afternoon. But you saw me this morning. I had a cup of coffee. This is my second cup of coffee because it's just one of those days. I started reading a book called The Thicket, which is about a murder that happens at a haunted attraction type thing. Literally just started the first chapter. It didn't get much read, just read while I drank my coffee, and then I took a shower, I got ready, and now here I am. Need to do some cleaning. We're also going to make breakfast for dinner. I'm probably gonna make it pretty soon just because I've got the energy to make it now. So I'm gonna do cinnamon apple waffles, which I want to show you guys. I got some, I was gifted from Dash, which I love Dash. I've used their, I already have their Christmas waffle iron and then the pumpkin one, but they sent me some more, so let me just show you what I got. It's not all waffle makers. There's also a little something else, which I'm super excited about, so let me go get that. The other two are spooky themed. This one's not, but this one is Snoopy and Woodstock. This one might be my favorite. This is Snoopy jack-o'-lantern. He's like laying on a jack-o'-lantern. You know how he lays on his little doghouse? He's laying on a jack-o'-lantern. So that is that one. That's probably the one I'm gonna use today. Almost dropped it. And then Vampire Snoopy. Super cute. Can't wait to use these. Very excited. I told my husband there's gonna be lots of waffles in our future and popcorn, because let me show you. Look how neat this is. It's like the Charlie Brown shirt, and it has a spot on top where you can melt butter, and I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna open it later with you guys, but don't know if that'll be today for this one, but we're definitely doing the waffle today. So, but that is what they sent me. Thank you so much, Dash. And it was like not being paid or anything, so just gifted. I need to go and like plug in all of the Halloween lights. You probably can't tell because the camera likes to block it out, but the purple lights are lit back there. And that's about it. I just pretty draggy this morning, so didn't bother plugging everything in, but I'm gonna do that now. I also am expecting an Amazon package today. I have been trying to not spend money because my job has been very slow lately. So, but I had my Spravato yesterday, which, look it up. It makes you drunk high for hours. And so while I was sitting there, which is the first time this has happened, I started taking it a year ago in October. So luckily this hasn't ever happened before, but I started buying things on Amazon. Just a couple things. I'm not gonna tell you what they are yet, but they are folly, Halloween-y themed. So yeah, I'll show you that when it gets here. Honestly, right now, I'm probably just gonna do some well, actually, I'm gonna drink my coffee first, and then I'm gonna do some straightening up because it is a mess in here. I'll see you guys in a bit when I clean. All right, so I'm still drinking my coffee, but I thought since I mentioned the book that I started this morning, I would talk about it, just read like the description in case you want. I mean, again, I'm just starting it. I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be really like folly, Halloween-y, spooky, so let me read to you the description. Okay, so it says, this is what it looks like. It is by Noelle W. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But it says, anyone can hear you, no one will listen. Noah's world shatters when a visit to the thicket, a fall carnival, which seems to be more like a carnival, but also like, where they're like a spooky place to go to. A haunted trail type thing is what it seems like. Turns deadly. One of the victims is her younger brother, Brandon. She left him alone in the wooded maze, and that's the last place she saw him alive. As the thicket reopens amid a storm of media attention, Nora becomes obsessed with the idea of unraveling what really happened the night Brandon died. But the attraction holds more than just traumatic memories. A killer, whose victims were initially mistaken for props, is still on the loose, and throngs of thrill seekers are still eagerly lining up to purchase tickets. As Nora retraces her brother's steps through the wooded maze, she begins to suspect that the killer's choice of hunting ground is no coincidence and that the nightmare is far from over. So it sounds really good. It is, trying to see how many pages. It's over 300 pages, so we'll see how quickly we can get through it. And I feel like I'm behind on my fall Halloween TBR just because, well, for one, I was reading The Haunting of Hill House, and that just took me a month to get halfway through, and the book is like 100 pages or 140 pages, so if that tells you anything, that's wasted my time. So hopefully I can catch up now and get my spooky books read. And I can't believe it's already like, today is September 12th. Like, that is crazy. Like, it's gonna be Christmas before we know it. Oh, one more thing I just thought of. I had no idea this was a thing. Maybe you know, and I've just been stupid because my husband's like, yeah, of course we've had this. And I'm like, I had no idea. But if you have Amazon, like pay for Amazon Music, which I do, you get a free Audible book every month. And I'm like, I literally did a dance. I'm like, I'm so excited. Like, I never really listened to audiobooks just because I prefer like a paper copy, but I'm like, if it's free, I mean, I guess technically I'm paying for it with my subscription, but it feels like a free book. So my husband got a book first last month, so I think it has to be like, you can only get them like a month apart, so I'm gonna have to wait till like the end of September to pick my book. But just a tip, like I said, maybe I'm stupid and just everyone knows this, but I had no idea, and it made my day. Also, do you prefer like an audiobook, or do you like paper, like a book with paper, like a paperback book, or do you like digital, like where you read on your like Kindle or your iPad? I've read on my Kindle and iPad before, but I just, again, I prefer like having like a physical book, but never listened to an audiobook that I can think of, so that'll be a new experience. And if you have any recommendations for books that I should get at the end of this month, or a book I should get at the end of this month, let me know. I've already got a couple of thriller ones in mind. Guys, it is 1:45. Our power went out the other morning and we just haven't fixed the clock. But anyway, just put on Charlie Brown the Great Pumpkin, and I'm gonna make the waffles, which I'm gonna do apple cinnamon waffles. I don't have any waffle mix, so I'm just gonna make it from scratch and hope for the best. But I looked up a recipe about the apple cinnamon waffles, and it showed like using a shredder for the apple, but I don't have a shredder, so I'm just gonna try and like chop them up into fine tiny little pieces. So hopefully they won't be too crunchy, they won't be too thick or anything like that. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably gonna get waffle mix next time just to make it a little easier, but I believe I have all the ingredients, but I should probably check before I get started doing the baking. Is it baking or cooking with waffles? I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so I opened it up. Let me show you what it looks like. Very festive colors, black and orange. It's got some little bats on there, and Snoopy on a jack-o'-lantern. So let's go ahead and make the waffle mixture. Horrible at peeling apples, chopping anything. Something that should probably take like 2 minutes takes me like at least double that time. So that was actually really easy, probably just because I did the rolls last vlog, which if you saw that, that was a complete failure. This was super easy. I don't know how it's gonna taste, but it smells delicious. I also was looking, hold on, let me show, well actually I've got another one cooking, hold on, too much batter in that one, but You can use this for more than just waffles. So I'm probably gonna do this next. It's a waffled pizza pocket. Yeah, so that is going to be in the near future. Very excited. Well, we're gonna be good on waffles for a while. I probably should have cut the recipe in half, but I didn't. I didn't think about it. I didn't even look to see how many waffles it makes, but these are mini waffles, so it's gonna make like even more. But they smell delicious, so. Okay guys, so filming kind of got away from me. I ended up and did, like right after I made the waffles, ended up and ate them because my husband just woke up and he ate them too. They're good, they were delicious. The apple crunch was a little weird for my husband, but I chopped them up so fine. Every once in a while you'd get like a little crunch, but I thought they were great. After we ate, we went to the dollar store and I did get a few things from the Dollar Tree. Nothing too interesting, but I will show you guys tomorrow what I got. Right now it is 10 o'clock. We just got done. After we got back from the dollar store, we had dinner and we watched Halloween Town High. Here I am. So I need to take off my makeup, get ready for bed. I'm gonna read in that book that I started this morning, and I will see you guys in the morning. It is the next day. Today is Saturday, September 13th, and it's after 12:30. This morning you saw what did I do? I had a waffle for breakfast, had my coffee. I read a little bit in The Thicket, which the vibes in that book are so like perfectly fall, like just the descriptions. It's like well, I mean, I'm only like a few chapters in, but I highly recommend it for the vibes that it's giving, so, in the descriptions, but we'll see how the rest of the book plays out. But I wanted to show you what I got from the dollar store yesterday, Dollar General. Just a couple things, not a couple, but let me show you. Boring thing first. I got some of these little mini canvases. I'm gonna be doing like paintings for Christmas gifts, so if your family, pretend you didn't hear that. And then I just got some candy corn. I actually got the autumn mix, which I usually don't get because my husband doesn't like the pumpkins. And I'm like, you realize it's the same thing as candy corn, it's just bigger and in a different shape. I don't know, but I got that. And then I got a bowl, which let me tell you about this. So I think I had mentioned that I was on my Spravato and went and bought a couple things on Amazon. One was like a $20 jack-o'-lantern bowl. I never would have paid $20 if I would have been in my right state of mind. But so I went to cancel it because I've got this. And it won't let me cancel it, even though it hadn't been shipped yet. So, and now it says it's not returnable. So that's unfortunate, but I think it's gonna be here today. So I'll show you when it gets here. The other thing from Amazon that I got, which if you've been watching my videos, you've seen this, but I got more of the leaves, like the leaf garland that's very like sporadic. I'm probably gonna put it in here and then also use it for like backgrounds for like filming videos and things like that. Just because the ones I have now are like hooked up on command strips, so if I wanted to use them for like the background of a video, it would be a lot of work for me to like get a ladder, reach up there, pull them down. So this is just really easy. I can just pull them off the bookshelf because I don't need a ladder for that. Yeah, so these come with 2 packs and they light up, and honestly, I don't know if I'll put batteries in them. I'm probably just gonna leave them the way they are, but yeah, that is it. That's all I got from the store. So today it is, like I said, it's Saturday. I think I'm going to work on my transcription class. The grammar has been getting to me, so I didn't work on it at all yesterday, but I was pretty busy doing other things. But today I'm gonna work on this hopefully for a few hours, and then I do want to do another, I feel like I'm always doing Halloween crafts, but they're fun and I love them. So I'm gonna do these like ghost magnets. I probably won't be able to finish them today just because I think they'll probably need to dry before I can paint them. But I want to make them ghosts. I want to make ghost magnets and maybe some other shapes too, out of like what is it called, like just clay. I'll show you later when we get to it. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that, probably just watch a spooky movie tonight as usual. And sorry if my videos are repetitive. I just like to have cozy spooky evenings in the Halloween season. I know when it's Christmas, it'll be cozy Christmas nights, movie nights. But I saw Weapons is on Amazon for sale, but I'm not gonna get it yet. I really want to see it, but I don't know if it's gonna like end up streaming somewhere else or price should lower on Amazon. And I don't want to buy it because if you saw a few vlogs back, I watched Bring Her Back and I so wanted to buy that movie. It was 20-something dollars and I'm like, oh, I should just wait. So I waited till it was like for rent and cheap for rent. Like right now, Weapons is like $19 to rent, which is insane. But how's I going with that? Oh, and I didn't like it. So, I mean, it was okay, but I definitely would not have paid $20 for it. So I have high hopes for Weapons because I've heard good things, but I'm not gonna risk it and like end up hating the movie. So I'll wait till it is cheaper, until it is cheaper. Or streaming on a different platform. Don't know what we'll watch tonight. We'll see. Just a day hanging out at home, and that's pretty much, I'm very much a homebody, so I don't like to go anywhere. So, but next week we're actually gonna go see The Conjuring 4. Very excited about that. So I'm just gonna work on my transcription stuff for a little bit, and I will get back to you probably later tonight.
My experiences with the supernatural terrify me to state.
Hey guys, so it has been a couple of days. I think you last saw me. I ended up just hanging out with my husband. We cooked, well, he cooked dinner and we watched Paranormal State, just kind of binged that. So that was a nice relaxing evening. Yesterday, I just mainly worked on my transcription stuff, worked on my laptop, and last night, I started yesterday, but I think it's from me typing the way I'm sitting. I have horrible posture. I'm trying to do better when I'm typing, but it's like killing me, like my neck and back. I was up constantly last night because of it. It feels a little better than it did, I think just because I took some ibuprofen, but yeah, so I'm not gonna be typing at the computer today just to give my back a little bit of a rest. Right now, well, first of all, it's Monday and it's 1:30. So what I've been doing so far this morning is honestly not much because I've been tired from, I assume, being up a lot last night. I watched a couple of paranormal things on YouTube, which I'll link them down below. Let me tell you. I haven't finished this one, but it's like the true story of the haunting in Connecticut, which I have known about. They did like an episode of The Haunting, or maybe it was just called The Haunting in Connecticut. I don't remember. It was years ago. And there's this like hour-and-a-half episode on YouTube from the tape library. I've mentioned them before. So I've just been listening to that. And then I also listened to this other YouTube channel, let me see, called The Paranormal Files. In parentheses it says official channel, and it was the real story of the Conjuring case, which I don't know why it says that because it's not from the, I mean, it's like an Ed and Lorraine Warren thing, but it's one of their other cases. But it had like the exorcism video, and yeah, so I actually fell asleep while that was on because I was so tired. But yeah, so I got ready just a little bit ago, just so I feel a little bit more put together, kind of wakes me up a little bit, and I don't feel like such a slob. But I'm still staying. This isn't a pajama shirt, just like lounge clothes today. I have laundry piled up over here that is all wrinkled, so it needs to go back into the dryer for a bit so I can hang it all up. But today's plan, I need to do some cleaning. I just need to do some cleaning. I need to do some laptop work. I want to have a spooky movie night. I don't know what movie I'm gonna watch. Sorry, I thought I wasn't recording. I keep seeing things about weapons and how good it is, but I'm gonna wait. Which I think I already mentioned that, but like since I told you guys about it, I still keep seeing more like good things about it. We'll watch a spooky movie. Me and you guys, we're gonna make some ghost magnets and maybe some other like pumpkin shapes or something, we'll see. Which honestly, I probably won't be able to finish them because they'll probably have to dry. I'll have to finish it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. That is the plan for today. So let's go do some cleaning. I also need to turn on, burn my simmer pot. I did another apple cinnamon pumpkin spice cinnamon pot, so I didn't have the cinnamon sticks, which it seems to be fine without the cinnamon sticks. I also didn't add pumpkin to this one, but it still smells really good. I put a lot of cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, and apple pie spice. I can't remember. I think that's what it is, but it smells very folly. So I need to go turn that on and let's do a little bit of cleaning. Okay, I got a little bit of cleaning done, but I'm hungry. So very easy lunch, just some macaroni and cheese. And I have a corn muffin over here. So I'm gonna put some butter on that and sit down and eat, and then do a little more cleaning. But I've got Halloween H2O on the TV. It just scared me, but I've got it on the TV. Later in the evening, obviously I'm in my pajamas and it has a jack-o'-lantern on it. Took a shower. I've just been hanging out with my husband and Jasper, but my husband's working now. Jasper's in there with him. It's almost 7 o'clock. So what I'm gonna do is I've got everything in here I made some pumpkin cream cheese cookies. It's like cream cheese chips in them. They're Pillsbury. They're really, really good. I highly recommend them. I get so excited about them every year. We are gonna make some spooky ghost magnets. Try to make spooky ghost magnets. I've never done this before. I actually got the ingredients. I got the stuff to do them last year because I was gonna make them for Christmas gifts, but I never did. My depression was not very good, so I just never got around to it, but we are doing it this year. So let me show you. We have just plain white air dry clay. I got all of this on Amazon. I also actually got smaller air dry clay. It was like green, red, and blue, but I'm obviously not gonna need that right now. That's for Christmas, which will be here before we know it. I think these are the magnets. Yes, wow, this is a lot. of magnets. If I can even get them out. Hold on. This is just some of them. There's like 3 more rows. But anyway, I think those can be like poisonous. So I want to make, if they're eaten. I don't think Jasper would eat magnets, but you never know. It's just upside down. There we go. The lighting on my camera is messed up when I film in the dark. Sometimes it gets it right, like right now. I think it's because it's still lightish out. It is pretty light outside. But the picture's off, that's why. I also got this, which I've never opened. I think it's got like little, like supplies to like make, mold, shape the clay. Yes, okay, perfect. So we've got these little circle-y thingies. So that's what we're gonna do. And I have my pumpkin apple candle lit, again, just for a little bit. I'm gonna put on a movie. I'm feeling like an old movie, like Psycho. I usually watch the remake of Psycho, which I think was in the 90s. But then also like Rosemary's Baby. But then I also thought about like Smile. So honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Psycho just because I've been like binging Bates Motel. So let's go ahead and put that on and get started and hope that this is not a failure. One thing that I was thinking of too is, I know it's like white clay, but I'm probably gonna paint on the face. Yeah, so if this turns out okay, we'll be doing Christmas ones as well in November, because Christmas starts for me at midnight on November 1st, so. Okay, so it's more difficult than I thought. I have worked with air drying modeling clay before, but it has been years. But let me show you, I did 3 ghosts. These are just for us, me and my husband. Oh, like me, him, and Jasper. Oh, that's cute. Okay. It was bothering me that it wasn't an even number, but I decided to stop. So let me show you. I've done 2 different shapes. So we've got this one, that. Here's my second one. And then the last one. Yeah, it's got a little tail. This will be Jasper. So now, I forgot to blow out my candle, but I'm still watching Psycho. I am gonna go put the rest of this clay in a airtight Ziploc bag, and hopefully that'll keep it from drying up. But I noticed it's already like getting pretty dry, like it's drying pretty quickly. It also, if you're wondering, this is 1.1 pounds, just in case you're wanting to do it too. And I used up, I don't know, I've got plenty left. I don't know how many this would actually make. So I'm gonna let these dry a little bit and maybe try and start painting them. All right, so I went and got my paints things and they're drying pretty cracky. I don't know what to do. They were not super smooth when I finished them, but I don't know if this is gonna work for gifts. We'll see, they might still turn out cute, but I'm just gonna let them dry a little bit and before I paint them, and then while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna put Psycho back on and relax. All right, it is about 15 till 9, still watching, sorry to say Bates Motel, still watching Psycho. These are like drying, I think I said this, they're drying like very cracky, and they're drying pretty white, so I don't think I'm gonna paint them white. I'm just gonna go ahead and put little like eyes on them. So let me set you guys up. This is how they turned out. I'm not gonna add the little magnets on until they completely dry. So I'll do that tomorrow, but this is what they look like. And this is basically what they're gonna stay looking like, but they'll have the magnet on the back. So yeah, they turned out cute, but we'll see more when they dry a little bit, but if they crack anymore. But for now, they're okay. Alright guys, it is 9 o'clock. The movie just went off. I am going to clean up my mess. I need to take my makeup off, give Jasper his medicine and all the things just to get ready for bed. But I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna read in the thicket, which I already showed you guys. So yeah, that is gonna be my night. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and I will see you next time.